What's up, Do You Even Blog Tribe? Pete McPherson here from Do You Even Blog. I want to walk you through the Clubhouse app today and how bloggers and entrepreneurs and anybody into social media and marketing might be able to use this. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So for one thing, I just downloaded this, and it's important to realize first, how do you get into Clubhouse? Somebody had to invite me, and somebody has to invite you. It's like beta, it's like invite only, it's kind of exclusive right now. So you got to find somebody who's already on there to give you an invite at the moment. It'll be open to the public, quote unquote, soon, I believe. So I literally just clicked download before I hit record on this video, and we're just going to walk through it. From what I understand, I do have an invite text, actually, so let me enter in my phone number right here. All right, I didn't want you to see that, so, I hid my thing here. Yeah, let's import from Twitter, authorize the app. So I'm literally showing you this walkthrough only because I feel like it's more interesting this way. I'm completely a noob when it comes to this, but I have heard exactly what this is. It's kind of like chat rooms, but with audio, and you can create your own different rooms. You can go find rooms based on topics, based on location, anything pretty much, and you just hop in, you can chat with people, and your recordings are not saved. Like, people can't go find them or whatnot. It's almost like being live, sort of, not really, with somebody. So that's interesting to me. I'm actually going to type in my last name. People use real names on Clubhouse. Again, they're already hitting me kind of weird. Username, Do You Even Blog? Come at me, my friends. Choose a different photo. Nope, that one's good, from Twitter. Click allow. That's kind of weird, right? I'm not going to allow that right now. Looks good. I follow one person, so apparently you can follow people already. Let me just go ahead and say right off the bat that it's worth getting on things like Clubhouse ASAP. While this is loading up right here, first of all, I don't know any of these people. Like, okay, all right, sure, I follow all those people. It's important to note that you want to get in early on any of these things, even if it doesn't pan out. Now, I'm not saying you should switch over your entire marketing strategy or whatnot. Let's go with notifications for now. I can always turn that off later. Just in case this blows up and it becomes a nice place to build a platform, you want to get on here as soon as possible. Now, chances are high that this is actually not going to blow up. I think history has told us, no thanks. Yes, I'm sure. There we go. History has told us that most likely these things aren't going to blow up, but just in case, it's good to go ahead and get on there. All right, so the first thing we're hit with is like the hallway, quote unquote, I believe is what they called this at one point. And I can just see NBA season, gratitude unlocked, TikTok creator club, etc., etc. The first thing I want to walk through is just the app itself, like a nice little tour and demo of the app. Here's my friends. Obviously, I can go into and authorize more settings. I have one invite. If you want to invite, hit me up in the comments below this video. What is this? No, I don't actually want to talk about mass incarceration, so I'll dismiss that. Upcoming, looks like they have some stuff going on here, some chats, some different events. It's actually pretty cool, that little calendar right there. Hit this notification thing, and it'll send me all my activity. Dig into the new user guide. I'm not going to do any of that stuff, but apparently Nicole, I'm talking about blah, blah, blah. Welcome, Pete. That's cool. Melody pinged me. So here's my profile, maybe in a second. I got 2 followers already, woot woot. You can add a bio, looks like. I'm guessing you can probably, so it's also linked to my Twitter and linked to my Instagram, so there's a way to market yourself and your business or whatever you have going on right there. I'm assuming you can probably blog and podcast and YouTube. I was going to see if you can add links here. I'm actually not sure. Add a link to your website. Not positive. For now, I'm just going to leave it at that. There's also some settings up here where you can change. You can disconnect Twitter right there. Frequency of notifications. That could actually be really helpful. Frequency, infrequent, please. Include trending rooms. Nope, I don't care about that. I do care about that. Doesn't matter. So let's move back. Get my notification out of the way. Thank you. Click this @ sign. It says verify your email. Secure your account with a second way to prove who you are. Oh, that's interesting. All right, so I could enter in my email just to do that really quick. I usually cut this part out. Yeah. All right, so let's actually go back over here. This looks like a find people to follow button over in the top left. Let's say I'm sure Gary V's on here, right? Let's go follow Gary V. Gary V. Gary Vaynerchuk. Follow. Love it. So there's 2 things I want to talk about. Starting a room. I could start a room. I also want to find a room. So I'm going to click this bottom right thing. And that's not it. How do I find a room? Explore. Click down at the bottom. It's actually just bringing up more leadership, Black Beauty chat, new music review, how to enter the cannabis industry. There's interesting stuff here. I was hoping to actually have the ability to search for a room. Like I want to search for blogging or podcasting or YouTubing, which is my brand, and like find people that way, which is interesting. That's what I was hoping. I don't actually see a whole lot right now. I don't see a search function anywhere. They might add one in the future. New event. You can create your own events right here. Like let's say I wanted to do a blogging chat, which I should probably do, right? I want people to come learn from me. I want to chat blogging, like a little meetup and stuff. I could totally do that. I'm looking at them through here. There's nothing that seems interesting to me at all. Behind the scenes of $1 million month. We back. I don't know what this means. But anyways, that is what the app looks like. I should just go in a room right here. I really wanted the ability to search. I'm not going to lie. Like, that's what I want right now. I could add a topic, start a room open to everyone, open, closed, social. Let's go with like open and add a topic. We'll say blogging plus online business. Set topic. Cool. Let's go. You got to give access to microphone. All right. So it looks like I'm in the room right now. I can leave quietly. There's a button for that. There's also like a raise hand button, I believe. Raised hands. No one has their hand raised yet. I assume you can click that button right there and see if people are raising their hand. Plus sign. I can ping someone into the room like Melody. We'll see if this actually works right here. Melody. And let's go with like a Nicole who was following me already. Ping Nicole there. Cool. So I did that. Had a nice little check mark. Heads up, it's giving me a notification that I'm not supposed to share this, which is okay. I also have a mic button down here in the bottom. I'm going to hit that. And Melody, can you hear me?
Hi. Are you recording this for a podcast episode or like a YouTube?
Yeah, you're literally on YouTube right now. Is that awkward for you?
Not awkward. Thanks for the disclaimer.
Yes, you're being recorded right now. So this is Melody, who is a friend of mine and just amazing entrepreneur. Herself, thecourseconsultant.com. I can give her a little plug. Melody, I'm trying out this Clubhouse app. Is there anything we should know in terms of how to use this in order to grow a following, build a following, reach more people? What is this app for?
Oh my gosh, Pete, I am going to be making a blog post / podcast episode about using Clubhouse to create your online digital course funnel. And so I'm super excited that you're asking this question.
Yeah.
A bit of a tour around here. In case you haven't, for those people who are watching YouTube, the best thing that you can do is actually go down. If you toggle over, there's something called a hallway, or in the UK they call it a corridor. So if you actually go through, there's a whole bunch of rooms available based on a variety of topics. And so if you peruse the different topics, they are on a lot of different types of content, and it's great networking. And so when you go and join a room, you'll notice that you will not have the ability to actually speak unless you raise your hand, like you said, Pete. If you raise your hand, you're going to be moved up to the speaker area. And right now, Pete, you can see that you have a little party hat or a little thing right there on the bottom left-hand corner.
Yes,
that
I do.
indicates that you're new. And so if you're new to Clubhouse, that will remain there for 7 days. And so you also have a little asterisk under your name. And that asterisk basically means that you're the moderator. And so as a moderator, you have the ability to move me from the speaker stage down to the audience, because the people in the audience cannot actually actively communicate during the room session.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yes, and so the great thing about Clubhouse is that you have the ability to create rooms at will, either open or closed. An open room will allow you to actually allow anyone on Clubhouse to join. And if you have a closed room, that limits the participants in the room to only speak to you. So if you wanted to create a closed room, like with a friend, instead of giving them a Zoom link to call and speak with you, that's a great way to just have a private conversation. And then direct people through holding rooms to grab the link in your bio for your free resources, subscribing to your YouTube channel, your podcast, joining your free Facebook. I have actually sold digital products while hosting a room on Clubhouse, and it's great because these people are actively engaged with me more on social media. I am getting emails in my inbox from people saying, great chat, I love your chat. And I love it because the people who follow me on Clubhouse, they get a feel for my personality.
So let me just piggyback on that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I love that. And so in my head, this is what I'm picturing right now. This is kind of like just another. I'm going to be honest with you. Another Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or some sort of other way for you to push out obviously free content for now. I mean, you could, if you have an existing audience, like charge people, and you could do events. Like I saw, you could literally schedule those closed rooms or open rooms or whatever in the future. Like you could do it that way, and I'm sure some people will. For me, it seems like this was probably much more valuable in the short term, for just being on here, opening the app, finding rooms and making yourself there, as well as possibly even creating your own rooms and finding your audience or your peers or your people or whoever you're searching for, and do less marketing back to the Instagram or the Twitter bio, probably for now. I mean, people might even ask for that, and you should certainly link to it because that's low-hanging fruit. But just like trying to engage people. And I think if you can do that, this seems like a very brand, as I hate saying this, it seems like a very brand building thing where literally Melody and Nicole already know me, but like they could be in here meeting me for the first time, and I'm good. You hear my voice right now. I'm pretty good at talking with people about my topics and niches. And I think that goes a long way. And I think people will understand, like, oh, wow, this guy knows what he's talking about. Oh, wow, Melody knows what she's talking about right here. Like, I need to go check out her Instagram thing. Oh, she just mentioned this freebie that she has. Oh, she just mentioned this course. I need to go check that out. But I think getting to that point just involves being on the program. On the program? I sound like an old geezer. Being on the app and finding rooms and creating your own rooms and finding the others. So, Melody, if you're still with me, I have a question for you. How do I search for rooms based on topics? I never found a search thing. I scrolled down. It was like an infinite scroll. I saw a bajillion rooms that I didn't care about. Where's the search function? How do we do that?
Yeah. So as of right now, there is an option which allows you to explore. So if you scroll all the way down to the hallway or corridor, if you click on the icon that says explore,
yep,
you'll see a lot of things. Like you said, there's not really a way to search for events. The way around that is to follow people. And you can do that
Gotcha.
by clicking the icon on the top left. And what you'll do is just search for the keywords. And so that is how you find out about these events. So currently there's not a way to search for events, but you can toggle. Once you do follow people, you can toggle on the event area, which is that little calendar icon on the top right corner, and then it will say upcoming for you, all upcoming, or my events. And so if you're hosting an event, Pete, in the future, you can just direct people to click on the bell icon after following you on your bio. So that way they will get notified when you're hosting events.
Hashtag like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube video, ladies and gentlemen. No, I joke. So it sounds like step number one here is to, well, first of all, get an invite. That goes without saying. Step number two, once you're on there, is to go ahead and curate. Don't do what I did, which was they give you like an automatic suggestion of people to follow. Mine was just like a whole bunch of people I've never heard of. I have no idea what they talk about. And I just like, oh yeah, sure, I'll follow these people. Why not? It sounds like for now, especially since there's no direct search function, you probably want to curate that a little bit and go find the people who might, I don't know, you might want to follow, for one. Like, you might actually care what they have to say. And also in your niche, in your topic, and that sort of stuff. That sounds like the next step. Nicole, are you here? Can you hear me? Oh, she's raising her hand. Watch me whip. Look at that. All right, there we go. Nicole Grady is now a speaker. How are you doing, Nicole?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. You're on YouTube right now. You're famous.
Wonderful.
Well, since you're here, Nicole, just give us a quick plug. Where can people find you?
Where can people find me? I am on Instagram at Her Digital Impact and also on herdigitalimpact.com with my VA service.
I love it. Thanks, Nicole. And thank you, Melody. TheCourseConsultant.com, I believe, is still your main page there. People can go find you. And probably find you on Clubhouse. and Nicole, for that matter.
Yes.
All right. Well,
That
thanks,
is right.
guys.
It's about building your tribe. So it's a great place to network and learn from others and share your knowledge as well with others.
I love it. Thanks, Nicole. All right, so I just ended that room. Pretty fun. It sounds like a few things, and this is what I want to say right here. It sounds like this is going to be yet another tool to connect in a very direct way to other people in your niche, on your level or above you, as well as grow an audience of your own. I don't think there's going to be much like sending people to your website. This is not a tool for traffic, for sure. I think this is a tool for making your name known in your industry, your niche, your topic, like whatever that is. That's what it seems like to me. I feel like that's pretty obvious. Now, in order to do that, I think you need to A, put in a bio, put in your links to Insta and Twitter, which I haven't done quite yet, you can see, and then go curate your following list. You can see some of these people right here. I don't know who these people are, and so I'm like unfollow, unfollow, unfollow. What I'm going to do is go follow the other people like me who talk about blogging, podcasting, and YouTube, and hopefully get introduced to some online business, blogging, entrepreneurship, those sorts of rooms. That's my goal. That's what I think people need to do in order to get started with this. And then other than that, I think this is just going to be a place to spend time. If I'm being honest with you, it sounds like a time suck already with no clear outcome, but something worth pursuing. I mean, if you hop into these rooms, it's not like a little 10-second thing. This is not like you have a social media share tool that automatically markets your blog and your business on here. It's a social media tool in the real sense of the word, like being social. It seems like this is. But if you're the type of person who benefits from live engagement, whether that's at a conference or Facebook Live or hosting workshops or webinars, it seems like this is a really cool tool to put yourself in front of those people. Like Nicole said just a second ago, build your tribe. Pretty cool, right? You can find people to follow by keyword. I actually think that's really cool. So I'm just going to type in blogging here and see if I find any of these names. I don't actually recognize many of these, but maybe I could follow some of these people who are talking about blogging. What about podcasting? Well, let's try that. Okay, I don't know. Probably have to think of a few names and type them in here specifically. Like, what about Pat Flynn? Pat, are you in here, buddy? Let's see what you got. Pat Flynn. There he goes. I'll follow Pat right there. And there's also, like, Ray Edwards is a copywriter. I know him. I might be able to find some people that way and get introduced to some rooms that are for that. All right, fam. So I'm actually going to wrap up this video. Once you get on Clubhouse, just, come follow me or, subscribe on YouTube to see other stuff like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this video on Clubhouse. Hopefully you find your way on there through an invite. And that's it. Like, comment, subscribe, yada, yada, YouTube stuff. And I'll see you in the next video. Adios.